Hi, my love. Sheree, let it go from around the way. We have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary and a review of what is this, girl? Auntie's podcast episode. I don't know. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was slow to watch this episode with Akbar V. I don't know what it is, but she just like, I'm not really that interested. I really don't know. Like, the music, the looks, I don't know. I'm just not really that interested. However, I was pleasantly surprised. Y'all, before I hop into my commentary, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate you helping to continue build the community in the way that we do, y'all. So let's just get into it. These just had an attitude, okay? These just had an attitude. Tokyo Tony gets it popped off, and they're talking. Carlissa and Tia are talking back and forth. And Carlissa tells Tia, "You're like a breath of fresh air," or whatever. And Carlissa's like, "What's wrong with you, Tokyo?" And Tokyo like, "Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't why something gotta be wrong with me? Because I'm not jumping and hopping all over the place. I'm not da da da. Da. It's three other bitches. Y'all can do other work. Y'all need to get to work, and y'all can eat my pussy." Okay. And Tia is like, "Oh no, because I don't eat that. I don't eat that." Tia is all country and shit. Girl, anyway, so Tia steady talking about, I don't do that. And Tokyo Tony is just going on and on and on. She was just in one of her moods. And I really feel like Carlissa, she know how to get this popped off. And then Tokyo Tony, she just goes with it like, ugh, they're not going to be renewing another season of this. And this is over with. This, that, and third, just steady talking like, just do the work. So this time, Carlissa was the one who did the intro, and out comes Akbar V. Now Akbar V done got some work done, and she's I guess a little bit more famous now that she had the Nicki collab, and she's not on Love and Hip Hop anymore, and she's kind of really just solely in the music space. Now, the last time I seen Akbar V was that situation with Tommy Lee. And I mean, I really just don't check for this girl. So I thought it was going to be ass. However, I think that she was able to shake it up a little bit. Tokyo Tony is just rolling her eyes. You know what I mean? Like, she just couldn't stand the fact that um Akbar came out and Carlissa is all in her face and they're having one-on-one conversation, and Tokyo Tony face is all screwed up. She hitting her with the screw face and she don't give a damn and I don't give a fuck. If you don't give a damn, go. Okay. And Akbar, they're like all blown away by her beauty. Everybody is saying how beautiful she is. She's so beautiful. She kind of looks like Eve to me, like a heavier, chunkier version of Eve. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying, drop down in the comments. I feel like Akbar looks like Eve back in the day. Eve, how you do that? Eve, how y'all do that? How Eve got the show called Eve, and the main character was Shelly. Eve was one of my favorite rappers too, especially like from her being from Philly and everything. Of course, I mean, like obviously. But anyway, um, they were really kind of like paying Tokyo Tony dust until, she kind of started talking, about her surgery. She really didn't care about the surgery. She was just like, well, you used to represent for the big girls. And she was like, I still do represent for the big girls, but I need to get more surgery. I need to get my arms done. I need to get my, navel removed. I need to get my ankles fixed, whatever the fuck she was talking about. And it was like, well, you don't think that you could have pulled the Lizzo? And she like, nah, I can't really pull a Lizzo. That really ain't for me. And, listen, I really could go into this, but I'm not. I'm gonna just leave that right there. We'll say that for another time. Y'all remind me to circle back. But she said, ever since I got my body done, I got more opportunities. My career has been taking off, Tia was like, you get more in the DMs too. She's like, yeah, girl, they in there. And so Tokyo Tony finally chimes in and she's like, what's your greatest aspiration or, inspiration? And so she's like, if you don't know what I mean, I could say Carlissa, like, she know what you mean. Let her figure it out. Carlissa was just really kind of like on her, whatever. So they talk. She like, basically, I want my name to be known worldwide, Akbar V worldwide. Da 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 da. Like, girl, okay, girl, okay. Anyway, Akbar V apparently is divorced. She got married to somebody who was in jail. He was Muslim, she Christian. We basically rushed. But then she also goes in to say that she's into women. She said, this is the Jezebel spirit on me, and it's sometimes I rebuke it, and sometimes I let it, come out and play. Now, this is what's gonna perk Tokyo Toni up because we know she's a God-fearing woman, child. We all know that she likes to, you know, push her Jesus card. I mean, as she should, you gotta declare your faith, child, but, whatever the case. So, they get to talking about how, she likes the rendezvous. Apparently, she's into, um how can I say this? I gotta say it in a way, um, chest licking. Girl, I gotta be so careful. I don't even know because my video for or it was a live video of when I did the what is it called? Deja vu, Greek life. When I did the Greek life live review, girl, YouTube said not today, not on my watch. So, she's into the little licky licky of the nippy nippies. And she said she liked the big giddies. You get what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, but it gotta be get involved because I can't just with no woman. She real country. I like them real country like that though. It gotta be involved because I'm not gay. I just feel like these women are just so weird when it comes to those things, girl. If you like Uchi, if you like the Uchi Wally, you like the Uchi Wally. Why are y'all so afraid to say? Y'all be talking about 18,000 dings, all types of anal and then as soon as you talk about a little piece of cooch, oh, but I'm not good though. Like, girl, go to hell. Anyway, so they're talking about how to affect. She's like, well, because it got to be a man. Like, girl, that means absolutely nothing. She's like, if it's me or my man, and I want to have a little fun, we're gonna do a little bit of that. I'm like, well, who you have a threesome with or whatever? And it was just like, nah, I ain't had a threesome. Like, tell him it was Tokyo Toni, Tokyo. Because one thing about Tokyo, she trying to get chose by everybody. Um. Tokyo Toni gives me she was very invalidated as a child, probably never seen, and this is why she likes so much to be in the spotlight by way of using her sexual prowess. I think that I don't know if she talked about her childhood at all, but she definitely gives little girl who's overlooked and never seen. And here she is, this big grown woman still being, in this body, but little girl who is searching and vying for the attention. Um Anyway, so they talk about her type, and she's like, yeah, young MA. She's like, oh yeah, she fine. And I'm not shaming anybody. I just feel like for me, you know what? Pause. I ain't about to tell my business. I ain't gonna clock my own teeth. Fuck that shit. Anyway, so they was like, what about Queen Latifah? And it was like, yeah, Queen Latifah, she fine. She got them big old yitties too. I'm like, oh my gosh, why y'all trying to throw Queen Latifah? Why y'all trying to put the queen in it? And she goes on to say again, I'm not gay. And Tokyo Toni said, yeah, you just undercover. You be hiding them girls. Like it is what it is. And whatever. I don't even want to talk about it because men do it, women do it. Like y'all be doing that shit. But they talk about, the girl got 5 kids, and Tia Kim gonna be like, "Yeah, that thing official. You got 5 kids, girl. That thing official." I mean, I ain't trying to say nothing, but she got 5 kids by 5 different baby daddies. Lord have mercy. I mean, at least she kept them. I don't know how to feel about this shit, girl. Pro life, pro choice, girl. It's your coochie. Oh, can I say that? Oh my God. Oh. Okay, I always used to say it's one box and you only get one to last you a lifetime, sister. So do what you will with that information. So Tokyo Toni says, you talk about this type of thing in your music, and you talk about this type of thing, the gay and the women and this, but God don't fuck with that. God don't fuck with that. I feel like she was just saying that to get a little bit of reaction, and she jumped right into preacher mode. Wow, because Jesus was he was with the gangsters. Jesus was with the gangsters. He was with me. And I in Matthew, John, 23rd, dun, 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 blah, blah, blah. Girl, I don't even want to get into it because these girls be so fake Christian. They be so fake Muslim. Girl, I'm tired. And I ain't even a part of the congregation. I ain't trying to say nothing to nobody. Your walk with God is your walk with God. And got shit to do with me. And congratulations. Thank you, Jesus. But that's a whole separate video. But she goes on and she was like, I get more people to convert than a preacher would because they feel like if they can if it can do it from somebody like I cannot say this girl name. Akbar. Akbar. Hey, yo, tell me what the public school out telling me. If you Akbar V, Jesus Christ. Akbar, okay, look at me calling on the Lord. So I don't know, like, so well, you want to be a rapper, so drop a freestyle right here, or whatever. It's like, I'm not dropping no freestyle. I'm above that now. It's above me now, child. That's for the up and coming girl. It's like, girl, well, you are up and coming. She was like, nah, I did all my work. I'm not doing no freestyle. I do if I want to. I'm cleaning up my image. I'm focusing on that. They talk about Tommy Lee was like, because y'all fell out. She said, no, we never got along. She was very clear on that shit. She's still standing on that Tommy business. I mean, like, did they ever even fight? Did they ever even lay hands on each other? They talk about Candy. Apparently, she's like, "Yeah, that's my cousin, girl." Everybody is they each other's cousins in Atlanta or anywhere where a whole bunch of people, black people populate. Carlissa mentioned something like, "Oh, well, you was on the track, dissing me, talking about whatever." So no, I just feel like you need to stay out your son's business or whatever. And she was like, "You would do the same thing. Now, what would you do if your son brought home a ratchet girl?" She's like, "Well, my son ain't bringing home a ratchet girl." And she was like, "Well, see, you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean?" He was like, "But you don't understand. Like, you be talking about your kids and this, that, and the third." And they were just going back and forth like that. And so she got a little snippy. Was like, "Well, you ain't even have your kids. You can't talk about no niggas coming in and this, that, and the third, because you was free. You ain't had your kids." So, well, my kids was never in the system. We ain't never do none of that. Somebody took care of them, this, that, and the third. And I just bought a 6-bedroom house for all of my children, which shout out to her. Congratulations. I mean, I ain't gonna be fronting or phony on um anybody who's out here striving and doing something greater for their children. And Akbar, she was out at 14. I love an underdog story regardless of who it's coming from. But they tried to play her. They talk, and then she started talking about this weird stuff about DV and how women be tripping, and which women do too. Like, women are aggressors in DV situations. It is what it is. But she kind of made it seem like women deserve to kind of have something happen to them when they respond in an emotional way. I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. I don't like when people talk about that, just because of my own sensitivities when it comes to those topics. They talk about her being a stripper, or not ever being a stripper, but going to a Houston strip club and dropping 10K. She was like, them niggas big out in Houston. I'm like, I know that's right. Carlissa just was like, "Don't look at me too closely. Don't look me in my eyes because you so damn pretty." I mean, like, Akbar is pretty, but like, were they gassing it? I don't know. I sometimes with people, when you see like nastiness come from them, or you catch them in an argument, you just catch them on that day. Like, I don't really see her being like so beautiful, like all like how they're saying it. I'm not a hater, y'all. Y'all know, if y'all new here, I'm just saying that right now. If y'all true here, y'all know I'm not the hater type. But maybe it's just her old antics that's making me not be able to see it for her. Anyway, they talk about JT. I did like how she said, "No, JT, a really cool girl. I hung out with her in LA. She's solid. She real." And for that, I take everything I just said back, because JT coming, JT coming. I like JT. I don't know. I'm feeling her. Cinderella, City Cinderella. Child, please, girl. It's giving very much City Cinderella. I love that. But she was like, "Give me some advice." She was like, "China." This is what Tokyo Tony said. "Give me some advice." And first thing she went to was China girl. When I tell you Tokyo Tony be flared up about China, she ain't never gonna take accountability for doing too much about the whole Black China situation. But that's her. And she was like, "Well, what would you expect me to do? It was 3 years and I ain't seen mine. And I had the blah blah blah." Tokyo, go to hell. So it was cute. It was a cute little episode. Tia, she offended Tia because she was like, "I feel like if it wasn't for Rick Ross, people wouldn't know you." She was like, "Rick Ross, what you mean? Let's go back to what you was talking about. You was talking about God." When she said that, she reared back on her. She was, "Yeah, well, I'm known because of God." He was talking about God, girl. She was pissed off about that. She talked about Carlissa basically saying, like, "Girl, you was being weird, talking about your son peeing, like doing all this weird stuff. Like, you need to just chill with that." But overall, I feel like she was able to get with them in a way that was still funny, lighthearted. Like, she shook the table a little bit, just enough, not too much, just enough. And I thought that that was cute. I think Akbar V did a good job. Did I walk away feeling like, huh, Akbar V, let me go stream some music? No. But, you know, maybe for things, scroll down, my timeline, maybe I'll engage and see, check her out, see what she's talking about, see if she got some fashions for me, see if she really gives it up like a real cute girl. But they talk about how much she like hood niggas. She just seems like she's just, like the girls back in the day, like from your hometown would go to like the local bars and like be drinking Remy Martin VSOP out the bottle with the hood bottle. Like, "Oh, we all pitched in and bought this bottle." Like, And I'm not knocking it, girl, because we all been there once or twice, but I'm just saying, god damn, like, bitch, you still outside with them niggas? Mm. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. It was cute for me. I feel like it was interesting the dynamics that they had and how she was able to kind of gather them up really quickly in a way that was still cute and they ain't get too offended. Very nice. Uh, okay. I think that's it. Cute. Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments as always. I'm sending you much love and much light, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.